Welcome back to NeoMindscape. Today we're going to delve into one of the most intriguing and mind-bending concepts in modern science and philosophy: parallel universes, unraveling the multiverse and your darkest reflection. This idea not only challenges our understanding of reality, but also has profound implications for how we view ourselves, our choices, and the world around us. We'll explore how this theory intersects with current events in society, the ongoing challenges we face, and how the idea of parallel universes might offer a new perspective on the world we live in today. So sit back and let's embark on this journey through the multiverse, where every decision creates a new reality, and where the darkest and brightest versions of ourselves might be living out entirely different lives. The multiverse theory suggests that our universe is just one of countless others, each with its own version of reality. Some of these universes might be almost identical to ours, with only minor differences, while others could be drastically different, governed by entirely different laws of physics, history, and outcomes. This concept isn't just a fascinating idea for science fiction. It's rooted in serious scientific theories, including quantum mechanics, cosmology, and string theory. The multiverse has been proposed as a way to explain some of the most perplexing mysteries of our universe, such as why the constants of nature are so finely tuned to allow for life, or why quantum particles behave in ways that seem impossible according to our conventional understanding of physics. But beyond the science, the multiverse theory invites us to consider the deeper implications of our choices and actions. If every decision we make creates a new branch in the multiverse, then somewhere out there, in some other universe, there is a version of you who made a different choice, who took a different path. This leads us to the idea of parallel selves, alternate versions of ourselves who live in these other universes, each shaped by the different decisions they made. Some of these alternate selves might be living out lives very similar to ours, while others could be living lives that are unrecognizable. And this brings us to a fascinating and sometimes unsettling question. What would happen if you met your alternate self? What would you see in them, and what would they see in you? Let's explore the concept of the evil twin, or dark reflection, an idea that has been a staple of science fiction and fantasy for decades. In the multiverse, it's entirely possible that there exists a version of you who made all the wrong choices, who gave in to every negative impulse and desire, and who became someone you might not even recognize. This dark reflection isn't just a metaphor. It's a way to explore the full spectrum of human nature and the potential consequences of our choices. It forces us to confront the idea that we are not fixed, unchanging beings, but are constantly shaped by the decisions we make and the paths we choose to follow. In our current society, the concept of the multiverse can offer a new perspective on the challenges we face. We live in a time of unprecedented change and uncertainty, where the choices we make as individuals and as a society can have far-reaching consequences. The idea that there are alternate universes where different choices were made, where different leaders were elected, different policies were implemented, and different social movements took hold, can help us to see the importance of our actions in shaping the world we live in. It can also remind us that the future is not set in stone. It is something we create with every decision we make. One of the most pressing issues in our society today is the deep polarization and division that we see in politics, culture, and social life. The idea of parallel universes can serve as a powerful metaphor for this division. In many ways, we are already living in parallel realities, where different groups of people experience the world in vastly different ways, shaped by their own beliefs, values, and experiences. These parallel realities can seem so different that it's hard to imagine how they can ever be reconciled. But the multiverse theory also offers a glimmer of hope, the idea that by understanding and embracing our differences, we can find new ways to connect, collaborate, and create a better future. Now, let's bring this back to a more personal level. Imagine for a moment that you could visit a parallel universe where you made different choices, where you took that job you turned down, moved to that city you always dreamed of, or pursued that passion you never had the courage to follow. What would your life be like in that universe? How would you be different? And what would you say to the version of yourself who made those different choices? This thought experiment can be a powerful tool for self-reflection and personal growth. It can help us to see that our lives are not defined by any one decision or path, but are shaped by a complex web of choices and experiences. It can also remind us that it's never too late to change our path, to make new choices, and to create the life we want to live. But what about the darker side of the multiverse? What if you encountered a version of yourself who made choices that led them down a very different, much darker path? This could be someone who gave in to anger, fear, or hatred, someone who became bitter and resentful, or who hurt others in ways that you could never imagine doing. How would you react to this dark reflection? Would you feel pity, fear, or anger? Or would you see in them a warning, a reminder of what you could become if you let the darker parts of your nature take control? This is one of the most profound questions posed by the multiverse theory. The idea that we all have the potential for both good and evil, and that the choices we make determine which path we follow. As we think about these alternate versions of ourselves, it's important to remember that the multiverse is not just a theory about other worlds. It's also a metaphor for the many possibilities that exist within each of us. We are not just one person living one life. We are a collection of possibilities, each shaped by the choices we make and the paths we choose to follow. And just as there are infinite universes in the multiverse, there are infinite possibilities for who we can become. In our current times, this idea is more relevant than ever. We are living in a period of great change and uncertainty, where the future is more unpredictable than ever before. The multiverse theory reminds us that the future is not something that happens to us. It's something we create through the choices we make every day. Whether it's the choice to speak out against injustice, to help someone in need, or to pursue a dream that seems impossible, every decision we make creates a ripple effect that shapes the world we live in. And in a time when it can feel like we are powerless to change the world, the idea of the multiverse can remind us that we have more power than we realize, power to shape our own lives and power to shape the world around us. As we wrap up this exploration of the multiverse, let's take a moment to reflect on the choices we've made and the paths we've taken. What would your life be like if you had made different choices? What lessons can you learn from imagining these alternate realities? And how can you use this knowledge to create the future you want to live in? The multiverse theory is not just a scientific idea. It's a tool for understanding ourselves, our world, and our place in the universe. It reminds us that we are all connected, that our choices matter, and that the future is something we create together. So the next time you're faced with a difficult decision, remember that you are part of a much larger universe than you might realize. Embrace the people around you, value their differences, and together, you'll be able to create something new, something that transcends any one world. If you loved this video and want to see more content like this, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below whether you agree or disagree. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep shaping the universe that is you.